Hey, wonderfuls. Looks like we have to school Love and Marriage Huntsville's Miss Nail, because we know that with age, wonderfuls, doesn't necessarily come wisdom. And Melody Shari was right, Miss Nail, to respond how she did with Martell and the Revenge P plot. And him being a melanin man has nothing to do with it, because Martell is all the way wrong for what he did. And yes, he should have had his R's locked up. How long did you want Melody to suffer that man's total disregard and disgusting things he has been doing toward his own children's mother? So no, Miss Nail, Melody was right, not wrong. She was every bit right. Now, do we even mention Lance Fletcher's arrest and how those officers also had every right to lock him up for what he did? Which also is about right and wrong. You know what Mel is talking about? Black and white, no gray areas, right and wrong. It was no gray area when your son did, believe they said he ran into an unparked car, something of that effect. I believe that's what they said. Ain't no gray area there. That's right and wrong. And that was wrong. Period. Now that old, uninformed, and dangerous thinking that we should ignore the wrong that people do because of their skin tone, please go away with that dangerous, draconian, and uninformed thinking. And Miss Nell, you should know better. You should know better. They say you have a daycare and you have children that you're supervising, you're over. Come on. You don't impart that type of thinking to these children. Did you not just see how Martell still just disrespected you? Yeah, in your face, to your husband's face, just disrespected you. And not only did that, he called you a side chick. He called you a side chick, and he really called you old when he said he didn't care about being invited to your party. So he called you a side chick to your husband's face, also to you. He called you old too. Even he knows that he should have consequences for his behavior. So please stop this erroneous thinking. That is really one of the causes of many men's downfall. Because when you continue to allow bad behavior to be unchecked, then your sons will be locked up, and your lack of consequences for their behavior is showing right now. Now, let me tell you, low key, Martell is way past you trying to fend for him. Way past that. Girl, stop it. This is the type of thinking that got your two sons in the position they were in, and we can see that now. Stop the foolish, draconian, unhelpful, unsupportive thinking. That is not supportive thinking for these men. Deep down within, people know that they need to be corrected. And when they're not corrected, Miss Nell, these are the consequences that come of this. So no, Mel was not wrong. Mel was right. Mel has seen what this man has done continually. She has shown him grace continually. And that type of thinking, what you're doing, that is hurting the men. They need to know consequences. They need to be corrected. Correct these men. That's what they'll respect. Because we see you got absolutely no respect from Martell Holt. And won't. He knows he needs consequences. He knows that. And he's really, I'm telling you, he's really thrilled to have them from the woman that he knows he should have them from. And that's his ex-wife, who he knows did nothing but love him and create a wonderful family dynamic, period. And he knows this. That's why he keeps going so hard after her. He's going after the right in her, because no one ever stood up to him and told him, man, you wrong. But she did. She stood up and told him he's wrong when she divorced him and let him go. She stood up and told him he's wrong when she applied for this warrant because of the stuff he did. That's telling him he's wrong. You can't do this. You can't continue to do this. Yeah, he's going after her because he knows that she was right at every turn. Now he's trying to fake out people, but he knows that she was right at every turn to discipline his behavior. She could not continue to let that go on. So Miss Nell, stop it. Stop it. That type of thinking you're doing, look at what it has done to your sons, okay? That type of thinking you're doing is dangerous. And by the way, I know she's not calling for it, but I think definitely, let me say not think, you definitely owe Melody Shari Rodgers an apology, okay? How many times must you be told by the Almighty himself? Look at this. Look at what has happened as a result of your type of thinking. Look at what happened to your sons, okay? Just wanted to let you know that thinking is not helping anybody, especially not the men. Talk later, wonderfuls.